gained a new tool in its search for what's really out there, with the successful launch of the most powerful telescope ever created.
Bill Nye just revealed an image from the James Webb Telescope that NASA didn't want the world to see. This picture isn't just a glimpse into space, it could change everything we understand about the universe. It is so shocking that even NASA can't handle the consequences of it. Are we looking at evidence of something humanity isn't ready to face? Tune in as we uncover the truth behind this astonishing leak that put Bill Nye on the most wanted list. The telescope that changed everything. The James Webb Space Telescope, launched on Christmas Day in 2021, represents years of hard work by NASA's best scientists and engineers. By June of the following year, it was fully operational and delivering data that went beyond anyone's expectations. One of its biggest breakthroughs? Detecting galaxies older and farther away than any ever seen before. Some of these galaxies formed just 150 million years after the Big Bang, meaning they have been around for over 13 billion years. This isn't just a look back in time, it's a challenge to old theories about how galaxies formed and evolved. Before we dive deeper, it's clear that this discovery challenges everything we thought we knew about the universe. And it's not the only revelation that will leave you speechless. But the telescope doesn't just study distant galaxies, it's also revealing new details about exoplanets, planets outside our solar system, and young stars. By analyzing the light from these objects, scientists can figure out what they're made of, how they move, and even what their atmospheres might be like. Bill Nye has been vocal about the importance of these discoveries, especially when it comes to the possibility of life beyond Earth. With this new data, the chances of finding alien life suddenly seem less like science fiction and more like a question of when instead of if. One of the telescope's most stunning achievements has been its new view of the Pillars of Creation in the Eagle Nebula. This iconic region, famously photographed by the Hubble telescope, has been reimagined with Webb's powerful infrared cameras. What look like simple clouds of gas and dust now appear as bustling regions of star formation. Protostars, or stars in their earliest stages, are visible as tiny red dots nestled within the dark pillars. These stars are still in the process of gathering mass, and when they're ready, they'll ignite hydrogen fusion, becoming fully fledged stars burning at temperatures of about 2 million degrees Celsius. Beyond the stunning visuals, the Webb telescope is a powerful scientific tool. It's helping us understand how stars like our sun were born and how planets form around them. Since the 1990s, scientists have discovered more than 3,000 exoplanets. Most of these were found indirectly by watching how their parent stars dimmed when the planets passed in front of them. But Webb's ability to capture direct images of these distant worlds is a game changer. This technology is giving us a closer look at planets hundreds of light years away, like HIP 6542-6b, a massive gas giant 12 times the size of Jupiter. Using specialized cameras, scientists have captured images of this planet, revealing it's 100 times farther from its star than Earth is from the Sun. Its immense size and distance make it an intriguing subject for research, and Webb's instruments are helping scientists uncover its hidden clues. But HIP 6542-6b isn't the only celestial marvel grabbing attention. The Phantom Galaxy, also known as M74, is another prime example of Webb's capabilities. This galaxy's intricate spiral arms and glowing core have been revealed in unprecedented detail, showcasing the power of Webb's infrared imaging. The telescope's images don't just look pretty, they tell us about the structure and behavior of galaxies. Webb's pictures of galaxies like M74 show us how dust and gas are distributed, providing clues about how stars are born and how galaxies evolve over time. The bright electric blue glow in these images highlights regions where star formation is most active. Collaborations with organizations like the European Space Agency and projects like FANGS are helping scientists use Webb's data to map star formation across 19 nearby galaxies, advancing our understanding of the universe. Another jaw-dropping discovery came in July of last year, when Webb captured images of a Wolf-Rayet star surrounded by concentric rings of gas. These rings are formed by the star's interactions with a smaller companion star, creating a cosmic dance of gas and dust. Wolf-Rayet stars are massive, nearing the end of their life cycles, and Webb's observations are shedding light on how they evolve and influence their surroundings. This kind of research is critical for understanding the life cycles of stars and the conditions that lead to supernovae and black holes. The Webb telescope's discoveries take us further into space and time, showing us amazing details about how the universe began. The oldest galaxies ever seen. Webb's ability to see the universe in infrared light is also helping scientists study the oldest galaxies ever detected. By observing their redshifts, scientists can determine how fast these galaxies are moving away from us and how far back in time we're looking. One galaxy with a redshift of 13.2 is the most distant and ancient ever observed. This discovery pushes the boundaries of what we thought was possible and provides a clearer picture of the universe's early days. Closer to home, Webb is helping us study exoplanets like WASP-39b, a planet about 700 light-years away in the constellation Virgo. Unlike Earth, this planet orbits very close to its star, making it extremely hot and inhospitable. Webb's instruments have detected carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and silicates in its atmosphere, revealing a complex and dynamic environment. These findings are helping scientists understand how planets form and evolve and what conditions might support life. Titan, Saturn's largest moon, is another fascinating subject for Webb. With rivers, lakes, and seas of liquid methane and ethane, Titan is unlike any other moon in our solar system. Webb's observations of methane clouds on Titan provide new insights into its atmosphere and weather patterns. Collaborations with ground-based observatories like Keck are helping scientists create detailed maps of Titan's hazy atmosphere and search for new gases. Even objects like the Southern Ring Nebula are being re-examined with Webb's advanced instruments. Once thought to be a simple white dwarf shedding its outer layers, this nebula is now known to be much more complex. Webb's near-infrared and mid-infrared cameras have revealed intricate structures and interactions between stars and their surroundings. These findings are reshaping our understanding of stellar evolution and the dynamics of planetary nebulae. Webb's ability to detect exoplanets and analyze their atmospheres is opening up new possibilities for finding life beyond Earth. One intriguing discovery is VHS 1256b, a brown dwarf with an atmosphere full of sand clouds and unusual chemical compositions. Webb's instruments have detected water, methane, carbon dioxide, and potassium in its atmosphere, highlighting the dynamic mixing processes at play. These findings are helping scientists refine their techniques for studying exoplanet atmospheres and searching for signs of life. Water vapor detected on exoplanets like WASP-96b is another game-changing discovery. This hot, Jupiter-like planet, located more than 1,000 light-years away, was once thought to have clear skies. Webb's observations revealed water mist in a cloudy atmosphere, challenging previous assumptions. The presence of water vapor suggests that the conditions on this planet are more complex than initially believed, and it raises questions about the potential for life in similar environments. Bill Nye has emphasized how these discoveries are changing the way we think about our place in the universe. The possibility of finding methane on distant planets is particularly exciting because on Earth, methane is often produced by living organisms. If we find methane on another planet, it could be a strong indicator of life beyond Earth. This would be a monumental discovery, forcing us to rethink everything we know about life's potential in the cosmos. The James Webb Space Telescope's ability to see through space dust and capture stunning details is revolutionizing our understanding of the universe. Its recent image of two merging galaxies, IC 1623, reveals a chaotic region where stars are being born at a rate 20 times faster than in the Milky Way. This merger, located 270 million light-years away, may even harbor a growing black hole, showcasing the powerful forces shaping galaxies. Webb's observations of galaxies like NGC 5068 and IC 5332 are providing unprecedented insights into star formation and galaxy structure. By analyzing these images, scientists are uncovering the processes that drive the birth and evolution of stars. Webb's infrared capabilities allow it to peer through dense clouds of gas and dust, revealing hidden regions of star formation that were previously invisible. The telescope's ability to capture faint light from the farthest reaches of space underscores how humanity is rewriting cosmic history. By investigating these data points, astronomers now hold a clearer narrative of universal inception. The remarkable timeline stretches back to phenomena mere fractions post-Big Bang, giving substance to hypotheses that were once speculative. Collaborative studies from leading institutions consistently push technical ingenuity and philosophical boundaries, resulting in breathtaking inferences. Instruments meticulously measure deviations, patterns of decay, gravitational waves, and lensing phenomena previously obscured. While Webb's discoveries change how we see the universe, they also bring up new questions about whether life exists beyond Earth. The day the sky stopped making sense. For as long as humans have looked up at the stars, we've wondered, are we alone? While some dismiss the idea as science fiction, there's a growing pile of evidence suggesting that we might not be the only intelligent beings on Earth. Strange sightings, government admissions, and unexplained phenomena seem to tell a different story. One where aliens might already be here, blending into the background. Let's take a closer look at what's really going on. One of the most talked about incidents happened way back in 1947 in Roswell, New Mexico. You've probably heard about it. A strange crash left locals confused, and soon after the military stepped in, saying they had recovered a flying disc. But just as quickly, they changed their story, claiming it was only a weather balloon. That's where it gets strange. People who claimed to have seen the debris said it was unlike anything they'd ever encountered, with materials that seemed out of this world. Some even whispered about alien bodies being taken from the crash site. Whether it's the biggest cover-up in history or just overblown rumors, Roswell remains at the center of alien speculation. Fast forward to today, and governments around the world are starting to admit they've been paying attention to unidentified aerial phenomena. The US government, for example, ran a program called the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. While it's no longer active, its leader, Luis Elizondo, dropped some bombshells after leaving the program. He claimed the government had retrieved materials that might not be of human origin. Even more shocking, he hinted at a confidential effort spanning decades to collect and study extraterrestrial technology and remains. If even a fraction of what he said is true, it's enough to rethink everything we've been told. In 2020, the Pentagon made headlines when it released 3 videos taken by Navy pilots showing unidentified objects. These weren't blurry, far-off lights in the sky. The objects displayed movements and speeds that defied the laws of physics as we understand them. Imagine something moving faster than any known jet, stopping on a dime and taking off again, all without visible engines or propulsion. The military didn't say these were aliens, but they didn't rule it out either. For many, this was as close as it gets to an official nod toward extraterrestrial involvement. But it's not just the skies that hold clues. Some researchers believe that aliens might already be here on Earth, living in places we can't easily reach. This idea, called the cryptoterrestrial hypothesis, suggests that advanced beings could be hiding underground or in deep oceans, far from human eyes. They'd have the technology to stay hidden and only appear when they want to, possibly explaining some of the more baffling UAP sightings. Could this explain why we've never found proof of aliens? Maybe we're just not looking in the right places. Speaking of proof, let's talk about Oumuamua. In 2017, scientists spotted this strange, cigar-shaped object passing through our solar system. Unlike anything we'd seen before, it didn't behave like a typical asteroid or comet. Harvard professor Avi Loeb suggested it might be an alien probe sent to study us. While his theory sparked plenty of debates, it's hard to ignore the facts. Oumuamua's shape, speed, and trajectory don't fit neatly into any natural explanation. Even if it wasn't an alien spacecraft, its odd behavior has left scientists scratching their heads. Reports from credible witnesses add another layer of intrigue. Pilots, both military and commercial, often describe encounters with objects they can't identify. One particularly chilling account involved a Boeing 747 pilot who saw glowing orbs following his plane for over 2,000 miles. These objects weren't just visible to the naked eye, they'd appear and vanish from radar, defying standard explanations. If people trained to observe and assess the skies can't explain these events, who can? And it's not just pilots coming forward. In 2023, a former U.S. intelligence officer testified before Congress. claiming the government had not only recovered non-human spacecraft, but also found biological remains from crash sites. Let that sink in for a moment. If what he says is accurate, it's the kind of revelation that would change the course of human history. Of course, skeptics argue he's exaggerating or seeking attention, but the fact that such testimony reached Congress is worth noting. Now, not everyone buys into the alien hype. Skeptics point out that many UAP sightings turn out to be weather balloons, drones, or even reflections from satellites. Others argue that some sightings are nothing more than misidentified natural phenomena, like clouds, birds, or ball lightning. While these explanations might cover some cases, they don't address the incidents backed by multiple witnesses, radar data, or physical evidence. Even if 99% of sightings have earthly explanations, what about the 1% that doesn't? Scientists too remain cautious. The scientific method demands rigorous evidence, and right now, much of the alien chatter relies on eyewitness accounts and circumstantial evidence. That's not to say scientists aren't interested. Programs like SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, continue scanning the skies for signals from other civilizations. But so far, nothing definitive has come through. Still, the idea of intelligent life elsewhere that feels less like a question of if and more like when. So where does that leave us? For starters, the debate over extraterrestrial life is far from settled. While some argue the evidence is overwhelming, others demand hard proof before they're convinced. Eyewitness accounts, government admissions, and strange objects like Oumuamua all point to something, but what that something is remains unclear. Are we dealing with aliens, hidden Earth civilizations, or something else entirely? One thing's for sure, the truth, whatever it is still out there. To truly understand what's happening, we need to dig deeper. Governments need to release more data, scientists need to investigate without fear of ridicule, and the public needs to stay curious. Whether the answer lies in the skies, beneath the earth, or somewhere in between, ignoring the evidence won't make it go away. If there's even a slim chance that aliens are among us, isn't it worth figuring out? As we learn more about space, new surprises and big questions keep coming, helping us get closer to understanding Earth-like worlds are out there. Our knowledge of space is growing faster than ever, thanks to powerful telescopes and ambitious space missions. These tools have uncovered cosmic wonders that push the limits of what we thought we knew. From mind-bending phenomena like the universe's expansion to the hunt for alien life, each discovery raises more questions than answers. It feels like every year the cosmos opens a new chapter of its story, filled with strange and beautiful details waiting to be understood. Take the universe's expansion. For decades, scientists agreed on how fast the universe was stretching out based on models and data. But thanks to NASA's James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, we now know the expansion is happening about 8% faster than predicted. This revelation, called the Hubble tension, throws a wrench in our understanding of the universe. If our models are flawed, what else are we missing? Researchers are scrambling to make sense of this, looking into things like dark matter and dark energy, strange forces that make up 96% of the universe, yet remain unseen and poorly understood. One of the most exciting areas of space exploration is the search for life. Scientists believe that by 2025, we might finally find hints of life beyond Earth. This optimism comes from the JWST's ability to peek into the atmospheres of planets outside our solar system, known as exoplanets. These aren't just any planets. They orbit stars in what's called the habitable zone, a sweet spot where liquid water could exist. Take the TRAPPIST-1 system, a star with 7 Earth-sized planets located 40 light-years away. It's a cosmic treasure trove, with some planets showing signs of having the right conditions for life. Meanwhile, another planet called K2, 18b, located 124 light-years away, stunned researchers with hints of carbon dioxide and methane in its atmosphere. Could this mean life exists out there? The tools we have today make these discoveries more possible than ever before. While the JWST grabs headlines, other missions are making waves too. In 2024, space agencies and private companies launched missions targeting the Moon, Mars, and even Mercury. Each mission is like a new small answer, giving us a clearer picture of our solar system and beyond. These endeavors bring humanity closer to answering some of our biggest questions. How did we get here, and are we alone? The JWST also made waves by uncovering a galactic city forming in the Spiderweb cluster, a protocluster of galaxies. This phenomenon defies old theories, showing galaxies interacting in ways scientists didn't expect. By observing these interactions with its infrared tools, the telescope offered a glimpse of the universe's earliest days, showing us how galaxies first came together. Among the JWST's most fascinating discoveries is a planet called LHS 475b, which is nearly identical in size to Earth. This world orbiting a nearby star is a tantalizing target for future studies of rocky planets outside our solar system. Imagine a planet with an atmosphere similar to ours. What would it mean for finding life beyond Earth? Each new exoplanet discovered brings us closer to that possibility. And it's not just planets. The telescope gave us a peek into the early universe. It captured images of a star called Earendel, the farthest star ever observed. Located in the Sunrise Arc galaxy, this star existed within the first billion years after the Big Bang. These discoveries are like snapshots of the past, showing how the first stars and galaxies formed. Speaking of the early universe, the JWST revealed a stunning find in a galaxy called GNZ11, the most distant supermassive black hole ever discovered. This cosmic monster is devouring matter at an astonishing rate, offering clues about how black holes grew in the universe's infancy. Black holes have always been one of space's greatest questions, and discoveries like these help fill in the gaps. Even as newer telescopes take center stage, older ones like Kepler continue to impress. Before its mission ended, Kepler discovered 2 new planets and spotted another potential one during its final observations. It's incredible to think that even with limited tools, this telescope continued to expand our understanding of the cosmos. Closer to home, the JWST turned its attention to our own solar system, revealing fascinating new details. It spotted a high-speed jet stream in Jupiter's atmosphere, zipping along at 320 miles per hour. This discovery sheds light on the layers of Jupiter's atmosphere and how they interact. Over on Europa, one of Jupiter's icy moons, the telescope detected carbon dioxide in its subsurface oceans. This finding adds weight to the idea that Europa might harbor the conditions for life beneath its frozen crust. Could this James Webb image be a groundbreaking discovery? Or is there something NASA knows that we don't? Share your thoughts and remember to like and subscribe for more.